Hello everyone, Tommy with Studio Sense here, and I hope this video finds you guys doing fantastic. The holiday season has everyone kind of stressed out, but take a break from your stress, grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage, whatever that is, and just take a few minutes and watch this video. It's going to be, I hope, interesting for you. I had a lot of fun putting it together. It's my top 10 most complimented fragrances of 2024. They happen to be all produced or launched in 2024. That's part of the title. So after this brief intro, we're going to talk about new releases and getting compliments and a lot more coming right up. Welcome back everyone to my top 10 most complimented fragrances of 2024. Now to help you understand this, because you're probably thinking, or at least I would think, he can't possibly have gotten a compliment on every one of these new releases. They haven't been out long enough. Well, the truth behind that is I've had an opportunity to wear these more frequently than the average person because I am a fragrance reviewer. I'm a YouTuber. Whatever title you want to bestow on me, I graciously accept it. Whether I am an influencer or not, if you purchase something from a recommendation from me and you really enjoy it, that makes me happy. And so I find that I'm wearing new releases more than anything, really, because I take notes of the new releases for first impression videos and I wear them out all the time. And typically when I throw something on, I'm gonna go out and see people, be around people, whether I'm paying bills, whether I'm visiting somebody, I'm always going to be around somebody. So the possibility of getting a compliment kind of goes up a lot more when you're around other people. Fact is, I've gotten compliments on all of these brand new releases, and I want to bring to you my top 10 list of which ones get me the most compliments throughout the year as they have come out. This is my top 10 most complimented new releases of 2024. Just like we do with all top 10 lists, we're going to start with number 10, work our way down to number 1. Coming in at 10 is a fragrance by Versace. It is Versace Eros Energy. Now, some of the reason this is lower on the list is that it's a relatively new release and it's a summer release. And it came out during the fall, kind of, sort of. So I didn't have a lot of opportunity to wear this, but as soon as I put it on, members of my family had something to say positive about it. The very first day I wore it out, I got a compliment on it. So that's why it's in the list, and consequently, that's why it's number 10. Versace Eros Energy, fantastic, musky, citrus forward, great summertime fragrance. Coming in at number 9 is Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Le Parfum. This is the parfum version of Ocean, but I find that Ocean is an odd name for this fragrance because it's not really oceanic or aquatic, but I do really like it. It's definitely going its own direction. It's a sweet, woody, very ambery fragrance, so this makes a great fall wear. As a result, I've had the opportunity to wear it more during the fall season and thus gotten some compliments on it, and that is why it's coming in at number 9. Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Le Parfum. Coming in at number 8 is a fragrance in a line that is a little bit late showing up to the party, I think, but the fact that it finally showed up and that it's a really good quality fragrance is a bonus, a plus. It's by Paco Rabanne in the Invictus line. It is Invictus Parfum, the Parfum edition of the very popular fragrance. It's historically been a kind of a bubblegum, sweet, youthful-oriented fragrance, although very popular, not really a reason to hate on it. This is a very woody, marine, clean, soapy, sudsy version of the Invictus DNA. It's definitely one of those sweet, crowd-pleasing fragrances that you can wear on almost any occasion, and that's why it's coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 of my top 10 most complimented new releases of 2024 is quite possibly my favorite release of the year. But it isn't the most crowd-pleasing. However, I have gotten compliments on it, and more than you might realize, and that's why it's coming in at number 7. It is Boss Bottled Absolute. It's one of those kind of standing in a corner by itself, a shaft of divine light shining on it, because it's quite a bit better than what you're used to in the Boss Bottle line. It is a high-quality fragrance. I often say niche-like. It is somewhat niche-like. I actually got a compliment the second or third day that I had this on. When I get a compliment on a fragrance, especially if it's a new release, I'll come home and I'll write it down, or I'll put it in Google Keep on my phone, because I always want to share my experience with you guys so that you know which fragrances out there can be head-turning or compliment pulling. And that's why Boss Bottle Absolute is coming in at number 7. All right, guys, coming in at number 6, my 6th most complimented new release of 2024 is actually an underappreciated fragrance. I think it is by Carolina Herrera. It's Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir. Now, Cobalt itself, a fantastic blue fragrance. These don't smell identical. There are facets of Cobalt in Cobalt Elixir that goes a little bit further, is a little bit longer lasting, just a tad sweeter in that dry down that pretty much takes care of itself though, so it's not an overly sweet fragrance. Oh, this one actually is just a bit more resinous, ambery, and earthy, and that makes it a perfect fall fragrance and cool weather fragrance. And I've had a lot of opportunity to wear this, and that's why it's coming in as number 6. Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir. All right, everyone, we're down to my top 5 most complimented new releases of 2024. Coming in 5th place is a fragrance by Chanel. It's kind of in a similar situation as Versace Eros Energy in terms of when it was released. Allure Homme Sport Super Leggera. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Super Leggera, or Super Leggera if you want to say that, that's fine. It's one of those that kind of grew on me the more that I wore it. It's a very lemon-esque, kind of a sporty fragrance, just like the name implies. It's a little bit more of a muskier, heavier version of Allure Homme Sport, but I really like the direction that it's going. It's a very eye-opening, energetic kind of fragrance, but it's more geared towards summertime. However, due to the density, the weight, the heaviness of the fragrance, you can wear it in cooler weather. It doesn't make a bad fall fragrance, kind of makes a unique one. This is definitely one that will open eyes, turn heads, and cause people to wonder what you're wearing. And that's why Allure Homme Sport Super Leggera is coming in as my number 5 most complimented new release of 2024. Coming in as my number 4 most complimented new release of 2024 is a Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance. It's a wonderful gourmand fragrance featuring the note of Maribel Plum, and it is Scandal Pour Homme Absolu. I love the Scandal line. Period. It's a great line. You can choose any in the Scandal line and you'll be fine. All of them are going to get you positive attention, but this one by far will get you the most, I think. Both men and women seem to really enjoy the vibe this one is putting off. It's got kind of a seductive date night vibe to it, so perfect in that scenario and situation, but really more versatile than you might think. And that's why it's coming in as a number 4. All right, guys, we are down to my top 3 most complimented new releases of 2024. Number 3 probably won't come as a surprise to you because I just talked about it the other day about the compliment that I got when I was going to get some carry-out food. It is Spice Bomb Dark Leather by Viktor and Rolf, the latest in the Spice Bomb line. Now, at first glance, dark leather may seem like, it's just another Spice Bomb. Why would I, if I have Extreme and Infrared and the others, why do I need it? You know, it's just adding leather. Well, yeah, but you might be surprised at how spices plus tobacco plus leather makes a fantastic, sexy formula. You're gonna get some positive attention, especially if you wear this on pulse points. Now, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break and tell you stuff that you probably already know, at least I hope you already know. Keep in mind that heat rises, right? Heat goes up. And so anytime you spray fragrances on a pulse point is anywhere on your body that's gonna produce heat. Wherever you can take your blood pressure, that's a pulse point. Wherever you feel your heartbeat, spray on that area. Heat causes that to rise. It creates more of a larger scent bubble and a really nice wake, a really nice scent trail. If you spray your fragrance on pulse points, people are gonna smell you. It's a guarantee. I've always done it for that reason because it creates the biggest scent bubble and the best wake. So that's why Spice Bomb Dark Leather by Viktor and Rolf is coming in as number 3. All right, guys, coming in as my number 2 most complimented new release of 2024. It's one of the best new releases of 2024. It's by Giorgio Armani. It's Armani Code Parfum. What they do to the bergamot molecule in this fragrance is really what makes it super unique and long lasting. It is a fantastic smelling fragrance, and I think too what makes it so popular is it's so versatile. There isn't a situation, I don't think, that you can't wear this in. Maybe in winter time, but I still feel like if you're working inside, which I hope you are if you're working in the winter time, unless you're in construction or something, but even then you're probably working inside some of the time, this is going to be a great wear. It's going to be one of those everyday, any situation wears, perfect signature scent. And it seems like every other time that I wear this, someone's saying something about it. And I have a bunch of notes jotted down on my Google Keep about Armani Code Parfum, and that's why it's coming in as my number 2. My number 1 most complimented fragrance of 2024 is by Yves Saint Laurent. It is Myself Le Parfum, or MYSLF. Le Parfum. I'm kind of combining the Eau de Parfum with the Le Parfum because I've gotten compliments on both, but by far people seem to notice the Le Parfum more because of the more resinous, ambery, vanilla tone. You still have that clean, fresh, unique smelling fragrance, but the vanilla is really what makes this, I think, so outstanding and so head-turning. Combination of some spicy notes in that vanilla. I can't wear this and go somewhere where people are without someone saying something to me, and I have to tell them what I'm wearing and make that recommendation. So myself, Le Parfum, fantastic fragrance. Guarantee you it will pull a compliment if you're in the right situation. So definitely give it a try if you haven't already. So that's why it's coming in as my most complimented fragrance of 2024. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna wrap it up pretty quickly because I know you got some shopping to do and some other things that you need to get done because of the holidays. But I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you thought about fragrances that you've gotten compliments on. What's your favorite fragrance to wear that you get the most compliments on? Let everyone know in the comments down below. If it's in this list, great. If it's not, share that with us as well. Thanks so much for tuning in today. As always, thank you so much for your continued support. You and your families be safe out there during the holidays. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video review.